Hello, dear friends. I'm glad to greet you on board Trans4 spaceship. Let me introduce myself. My name is Forsey. I will be your guide in the endless space of knowledge. Now I will give you a very interesting lesson in geography. Geography is a Greek word meaning... Hello, Forsey is here. I understand. All right, the lessons will be postponed.
Hello, everybody. I am Professor Atlasman, a member of the Russian Academy of Science. Dear friends, I suggest that we postpone the lesson for now and set off for a real research expedition instead. I trust no one has any objections?
Of course there are no objections. We were just going to explore the whole Earth. And what one has to do in the expedition.
During the expedition, you will have the opportunity to explore our planet, carry out scientific experiments, and perform the tasks of our researchers. So, to start, you will be enrolled in the Research Patrol, and then you will be given your tasks on the way. While we are waiting, I will tell you a few things about our planet. Earth is the third planet in the solar system away from the center, the Sun. The surface of the Earth is very diverse. Areas of land are alternated with large areas of water. Almost 3/4 of our planet is covered with water, while only a little bit more than 1/4 of the Earth's surface is land. You can see it with your own eyes if you look at the map of Earth.
Oh yes, there is much more water. Our planet should have been called Ocean rather than Earth. Isn't it amazing?
Yes, such a name would be more accurate. The distribution of land and water is related to the existence of continents and ocean trenches. All the oceans and seas of the Earth form the single world ocean. It is the majority of all the water that covers our planet, which is called the hydrosphere. The solid covering of Earth is called lithosphere, which is the land. Are my explanations clear enough, or do you need more details?
Sure, everything is clear now. All oceans and seas from the world ocean and all parts of land from the world continent.
I am so sorry. It's a bad shot, my dear iron friend. There is no such thing as the world continent, but there are 6 separate continents on our planet. However, there was a time when there really was only one continent on planet Earth.
Great! We can see it with our own eyes. What luck! I have the past to the past remaining from the last lesson. Hurry up, quick! Oh, I can hardly catch up with you. What are you going to do here without me? You will get lost. Hurry up.
Let us have a look at how Earth looked from space 300 million years ago. Can you see the difference? Instead of the continents that we are used to, we can see just one huge supercontinent, which is called Pangaea.
Let's have a closer look at Pangaea. It's huge. Wait for me.
Judging from the vegetation, we are in the Carboniferous period, which began 360 million years ago and lasted until 286 million years ago. It was at this time that the first reptiles, amphibians, and insects appeared on planet Earth. And here is the first task for you. Are you ready? You have to take photographs of the local fauna specimens for study.
Look, what a beautiful star is falling down. You'll have to make a wish before it's gone. Then it will come true. And there's another one. And another. Oh, so many things will come true. shower. Run for your lives quickly. I request emergency evacuation. Apparently, I saved everybody. Didn't I tell you you can't do it without me? Now you see it's true. And have you seen from space what a huge part of the world this Pangaea is?
Pangaea is not a part of the world. It is a continent. I will clearly explain the difference to you, so you'll understand. A continent is a very large portion of land surrounded by water. A part of the world can include both whole continents and their parts, together with neighboring islands. In total, there are 6 continents on our planet Earth today and 6 parts of world.
So why all this fuss if there are 6 of both? Do you want to confuse everybody?
Dividing the world into parts occurred during the Age of Discovery. Seafarers would travel afar and discover new lands, which at those times were called parts of world. The appearance of the continents is in no way relative to the people or their activities. It is the result of geological processes. Look, there are 2 parts of the world on the continent of Eurasia. They are Europe and Asia. On the other hand, the continents of North and South America are combined in one part of the world called America. Got it?
Now I understand. Let's visit the continent of contention so that we can see the difference between Europe and Asia with our own eyes. Let's go. Follow me.
It is unlikely that you will be able to see many differences between Europe and Asia. Division into parts of the world is purely a historical and cultural concept. However, the differences between continents can be seen more easily. My assistant, the Associate Professor of the General Earth Science Department, Mary Lanesbury, will tell you more about it.
Hello, everybody. Eurasia is the largest continent on Earth. It occupies over 1/3 of the Earth's landmass. Eurasia is also the only continent surrounded by all 4 oceans: the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian, and the Arctic.
I think that such a large continent must be the most populated one. Am I right?
Yes, you are absolutely right. Over 70% of the world's population live in Eurasia. The most densely populated areas are the eastern and southern parts of the continent.
And is there anything else that is special about Eurasia besides its size?
Yes, Eurasia beats some of the other records of our planet too. Eurasia's natural conditions are the most contrasting among the Earth's continents. Only in Eurasia can we find all the climatic zones, from the Arctic zone to the equatorial zone. Even a very brief story about the climate of Eurasia could take a few hours, so I will tell you the most interesting facts. Do you know where the coldest point of the Northern Hemisphere is situated? It is neither at the North Pole nor in icy Greenland. It is in Yakut village, Oymyakon.
Are you saying that it is colder there than at the North Pole?
Imagine such a place! In winter, the temperature in the Oymyakon area falls as low as -70 degrees Celsius, while in summer it rises up to more than 30. The yearly temperature difference is 100 degrees.
-70? I can't believe this. Can anybody really live there? I'd rather find a warmer place. -70? Whew.
Okay then. In the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula, the temperature in summer rises to over 50 degrees Celsius. Is that warm enough for you?
Oh, at last. Great. I can get some suntan. And are there any other exciting things in Eurasia?
You could write loads of books about Eurasia's various peculiarities. Here, one can find the highest mountain on Earth, Chomolungma, and the lowest point on Earth, which is the Dead Sea. And surely all of you know that. The height difference between these 2 extreme points is over 9 kilometers.
Let me give you some additional information. In Eurasia, there is also the deepest lake on Earth, Lake Baikal, and we will go there right now because we have an urgent task to do. Is everyone ready to do some work?
Ooh, Transforce Patrol is always ready. What do we do? Who is in need? Who needs help?
I will explain it. Russian bath escapes, Mir, were exploring Lake Baikal, but unfortunately, one bath escape ended up getting stuck at the bottom of the lake. Mir needs our help. We must save them.
Well, who is stuck here? Well, well, now let me see. Well, let us try and turn it this way. And now this way. No, it won't work. Too bad. I have to think about it. Eureka! It's as easy as ABC.
Good job. Very good. Now the researchers can get on with their work, and we can continue our journey. Mary, you have the floor.
Lake Baikal is the deepest lake on our planet and the largest natural reservoir of fresh water. The water in the lake is so transparent that some objects can be seen at a depth of 40 meters. There are so few impurities in the water of Baikal that it can be considered distilled.
There must be no inhabitants in this lake, only bathyscapes. That is why the water is so clean.
On the contrary, Baikal is well known all over the world for its unique flora and fauna. There are about 3,000 species of plants and animals inhabiting the lake, and 2/3 of them cannot be found anywhere else. This abundance of living organisms is explained by the high oxygen content throughout the whole body of the lake.
What an amazing lake! Wouldn't you just know it? Let's take pictures of it to remember this beauty. With me, of course.
It is a very interesting continent, isn't it? But that's not to say the other parts of Earth are any less amazing or exciting. The second largest continent on Earth is Africa. Let's head there now. And on the way, I suggest that we do some intellectual exercises and answer a few questions to warm up your brain.
If it had been me to answer questions, I would have done it better, but on the whole, it's not bad.
My friends, what do you think of when you hear the word Africa? I am sure that most of you will say deserts, and you will be absolutely right. Deserts occupy about 40% of this continent's area. So, what else do you know about deserts?
Now we are flying above the Sahara Desert. It's the largest desert on Earth. And you know that the name Sahara is derived from the Russian word Sahar, i.e. sugar. It is because the sand in the desert is so white, like real sugar, isn't it?
Excuse me, Forsey, but I have to correct you there. The name Sahara is related neither to sugar nor to any other sweets. It is derived from an old Arabic word, as-Sahra, which means desert. As for the rest, you're absolutely right. The Sahara really is the largest desert on Earth. The area of the Sahara is 9 million square kilometers. That's bigger than Australia.
It's always extremely hot in deserts. The sand is so hot here that an egg will be boiled in just a few minutes. Just think of it. Ouch, it's hot.
Yes, be careful, Forsey. These are the hottest places on the planet. For example, in Libya, there are areas that reach 58 degrees Celsius and are recognized as the hottest points on the planet. And in Ethiopia, there are places where the average yearly temperature does not fall below 35 degrees.
And it's always hot, day and night, dark and light.
No, in the desert, it's only that hot during the day. At night, it's quite the opposite. The air temperature falls sharply below zero. These temperature differences give rise to very strong winds.
Great! Wind is a good thing when it's so hot, isn't it? One can cool down, at least a little.
That's right. But sand and dust give rise to sand and dust storms, which are not a pleasant thing. Dust storms occur even more often than sandstorms. The Sahara is probably the dustiest place on Earth. These storms look like fires from a distance, with smoke puffs rising high up in the sky.
And what does a dust storm look like? Does it look like that?
Attention! A dust storm is coming. We must find shelter immediately.
I will help you find the way. Listen to my instructions attentively. What would you do without me? I know almost all oases in Africa. There are thousands of them here.
There are not so many oases in the Sahara. What you saw must have been a mirage. During a year, one can observe hundreds of thousands of mirages in the Sahara. A mirage is a false image. It's caused by refraction of light passing through the air layers of different density.
Oh, what a shame that in Africa only sand and dust are real and everything else is an optical illusion.
It is not exactly like that. Africa is an amazing continent that one can explore for many years and still manage to find new things. But now Australia is waiting for us. There is an urgent task for the Research Patrol. And at the end, I suggest we admire one of the most beautiful natural phenomena, the sunset over the desert.
Look how beautiful it is here. Let's have our pictures taken to remember this beauty.